Hello everybody, welcome to a commentated video. There's commentary, I'm talking. Anyways, so what I want to talk about today are these teleporting tiles. People have probably seen these around like Mausoleum and stuff, and I would reckon most people know how they work. You just teleport between them like this. It's not super complicated, right? Well, as it turns out, they're a little more complicated than they appear. First of all, there's a lot of different types of tiles here. As you can see, there's multiple different pairs, and the pairs all act together. However, for some strange reason, I don't know why this is, if you place two of them next to each other, one of them becomes like this on-off switch, but it still works as a teleporter. It's very weird. I don't know why this happens. Edmund, please explain. But you only ever see two of them in the same place at the same time. So naturally I wondered, what would happen if you place three of them in the same room? Because in Natural Isaac you only ever see two of them. And check it out. You teleport between the three of them in a sort of cycle. It seems at first that there's a logical order to this, and there is, but it might not be what you think. But to talk about that, we have to talk about parallel universe. No, that's not right. We gotta talk about the entity grid. So the way the entity grid works in Isaac is thankfully very simple and straightforward, unlike a lot of the other mechanics in the game. The values start in the top left, and they go all the way down to the top right, incrementing horizontally. So in order to figure out how the teleport chain is gonna go, all we need to know is the next value in the grid IDs. And what this means is that it's going to teleport us horizontally first, and then go down to the next row, and then keep going horizontally, so on and so on. Because that's how the grid entity IDs are laid out. This is going to be true no matter how you place the tiles, so it doesn't matter what configuration they're in, it's always going to go to the next ID tile first. And then once you hit the highest ID, it loops back around to the lowest. This looping allows us to create some pretty interesting traps though. For example, this room here looks perfectly innocent, but once we're inside, we can never leave again. Because of how the teleport IDs work, we will always be teleported back onto this tile we're already standing on in an infinite loop, and we can't leave until we press this button. With this method, we can create a lot of interesting little puzzle rooms or traps that Isaac can get himself into. A very powerful tool for mod levels. It's essentially a lockable door. The final property of these teleporting panels I want to talk about is that they actually do damage. As you can see here, they basically work like stitches, where the teleport has a hitbox, and any enemy that comes into contact with it takes damage. Why is this? I don't know. It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense based on how room layouts are done. I assume it's probably something like they just programmed it in for stitches, and they forgot that there were other things that use the same teleport function, so it just carried over to all teleporters. It seems like a bit of an oversight, but yeah, that's basically everything about these teleport panels that I wanted to talk about. Hopefully people found this interesting. I thought it was pretty neat that there's hidden properties to them that you'll basically never see in the game. So I hope you have a nice day. I hope you enjoyed the video. Go watch some other videos I made. They're really good, like the Metroid one. That's really good. Go watch it. And I'll see you in another video. Farewell for now.